Let me show you, Rook. Listen, man, that's the vet in the Rook right there. LeBron James going in the post. Domination. That's all I can say about it. It's simple as that.
So
check the stats. LeBron, 4 points.
So the first ever 2K TV challenge is dominated by Champ, winning 5-3. I love it.
I really appreciate you having me on this channel.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. Live coverage of the... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Young in at the point. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Hawks now.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Now, here is Young. And a miss there on the triple. Westbrook with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Collins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Young with the steal. Kicks to Hunter. Young in the corner. No good from outside.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Showing off the agility and quickness, Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Young's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Capella. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Again, Young missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here is Harden. And there's the pass to Westbrook. This one for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella kicks to Young. From deep 3-point range. Atlanta gets it back. Capella finds Young. The Hawks working the ball around. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And Trae Young will bury threes in bunches. So effortless.
Harden outside. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
From deep, Harden. Harden missing again.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And the basket by Harden.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
And a deep three from Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Harden finds Tucker. Launches a three. Harden can't hit.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Hunter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
Harden outside. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got 6.
I mean, how do you stop a guy like that? Defensively, you want to protect the rim. He's so far away as Trae Young from the bucket.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead. They're up by 2. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Jones is out there with Reddish. Then there's Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Bembry in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Teague with a clean look. Offensive rebound.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. McLemore, no good. The Hawks leading by 4. Jones, the pass to Dedmon. The dish to Reddish. It's good from long range.
Quick trigger from Reddish there speaks to his confidence. He just let that one fly.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And he's going up for the alley-oop and finished off by Rivers.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. The Hawks again can't hit. Rockets trail by 5. Lobbed up there for Green, and no good that time. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Reddish. Lets it go from deep. Here's Bembry. Fires the 3. Jones kicks to Bembry. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for T. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Austin Rivers. Young against Gordon. From deep three-point range. Young's shot is off.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck with deep here. It's just not his night.
Well, he's edge-of-your-seat material out in transition. Westbrook is equally adept at pulling up for the shot or taking it to the rack.
Young from deep three-point range. Another miss by Young.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
Harden to pass to Gordon. Houston moving it around. And here's Harden. To the inside. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The kick out to Young. Launches it. Drills it from outside. And the Hawks lead by 6.
First 3 of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Clock at 6. Tucker finds Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. From deep. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
A nice shot by Young.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often.
Pass to Covington. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Here is Harden. He's got 6. Jacks up a 3.
Good contest as Herder's size really helping that time.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. And this Hawks team still... And that does it for our...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. Rockets trail by 5. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Herder.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harden. Rebound by the Hawks. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Rockets trail by 5. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Young way outside. Atlanta again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far. Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
They could use a bucket. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Here's Herter. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
And a deep 3 from Young. A minute 20 left to play in the third. From deep three-point range.
No, he didn't. Why you little guys shooting those, right? Kev, don't hold the ball. Let it rip.
That is amazing. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Young from deep three-point range. Passes to Herter. He kicks it to Young. From deep. Another miss by Young. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
For the lead. Houston gets it back outside Westbrook. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 20 points for James Harden. And a deep 3 from Young. And the pass to Reddish. Young is double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Rockets with possession here. Covington passes to Tucker. Harden outside. Pass to Covington. Back to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Houston on top. They finish off the third quarter with a massive steal. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Teague out there with Bembury. And it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Teague for 3. That shot off the mark. And Houston the other way now. Outside Gordon. Rivers surveying the D. From downtown, it's rebounded by T. The Hawks trail it. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Goes back up. Takes a 3. Atlanta gets it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock. It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Green kicks to Rivers. Houston moving it around. Now here's McLemore outside. Another miss by Houston.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Teague for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Bembury's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Gordon. Back to McLemore. Inside from 10 feet out. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Teague for 3. Passes it to Hunter. Now here's Collins. Now Teague. To take the lead. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And you got to respect the confidence by Jeff Teague to take and make the big bucket.
Now here's McLemore outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. He dishes it to Teague. From deep 3-point range. The pass to Bembury. Outside Teague for 3. Drops in the tray. Teague's got 6 here in this quarter.
What a sweet-looking stroke there from Teague. He's lethal from the 3-point line.
And Jones over to help. And McLemore kicks to Carroll. Gordon, the pass to Green. Here's McLemore. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembury. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
To the paint. On the wing, Harden. Back to Tucker. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Westbrook against Young. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Capella.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
Pass to Westbrook. Covington in the corner. Here is Harden. Beyond the arc. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Young fires away from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. From deep. At the tip. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. Probably a little closer than they would have liked. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for great.
Had me on this challenge, man. It was awesome. And
the city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, at the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at center. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And it's Harris with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here is Harden. Takes the 3. Rebound by Murray.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor, his focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
A nice shot by Tucker.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Denver passing it around. Pass to Jokic. And that one drops. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Harden's shot is good.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
Harris passes to Millsap. Harris outside. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Murray right side. Jokic against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Harden dishes to House. Harden the pass to Covington. Here is House. And here is Harden. He's covered by Murray. Harden outside. Oh, good with the triple.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Murray the pass to Millsap. Barton right side. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Jokic finds Murray. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Down low, here's Carroll. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Like how assertive Carroll is near the basket, capitalizing inside.
Morris looking over the floor. Second chance shot. He feeds it to Plumlee. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Pass to Plumlee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Rockets trail by 5. Carroll kicks to Rivers. Back to Gordon. Over to the wing. From deep, McLemore. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Craig passes to Porter. Here's Morris. It doesn't go for him. Carroll with it. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few...
Southwest, I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Jamari Carroll is out there with Gordon. And it's Green, and it's Rivers, and it's McLemore at the 2 spot. Now here's McLemore after the miss from Mason Plumlee to the middle, stolen by Grant. Craig passes to Porter. It's rebounded by McLemore.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now here's Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Porter. Gordon with the defensive effort. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The game now all time.
Nice to see Gordon use his touchdown low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
And finished off by Porter.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Chalk up 2 there.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Harden for 3. The Rockets with another miss.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Barton passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
From deep, Harden. Rebound by the Nuggets.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot, instead a shooting foul, and we'll see free throws coming up right here. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Nuggets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Harden outside. 1:22 left in the first half. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Good on both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Back to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Westbrook finds Covington. This one for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
A different look for Denver. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris. Gordon's checked in for Houston. Ben McLemore comes in for James Harden. Rockets trail by 11. The pass to House. In the corner, it's McLemore. Off target from outside. Stolen by Tucker. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And then for Houston, Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. House. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Gordon. A second chance effort. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from House. Morris outside. Grant outside. Back to Porter. Lets it go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Like the score.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
And here are the Rockets now. Denver getting their last shot to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
One-on-one here, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Millsap finds Barton. Down low, here's Jokic. Doesn't go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Westbrook. Pass to House. Inside, Tucker. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Here's Murray, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Green, he's checked in for Houston. Now, here's Tucker. He's got 8 to the inside. They kick it out to Green. And Harden wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer, no good.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Harris. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And the basket by Gordon.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Jokic. The rebound by Harden.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And he gets it to go. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And the Nuggets with some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Michael Porter in for Jamal Murray. Houston also making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. McLemore has come in for Green. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Rockets making a change here. Covington's checked in. Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to McLemore. To the paint. Stolen by Grant. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris with the ball. And Covington sends it back. Here's Plumlee. Back to Grant. Porter against Gordon. Out to Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Craig. The Nuggets with another miss. Rockets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Gordon finds Covington. Kicks it out to Gordon. Now here's McLemore. Covered by Morris. Down low. Rivers. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keep that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside and excellent finishing at the basket.
And up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Robert Covington. Rivers out there with McLemore. Then it's Damari Carroll, and it's House in at the 3 spot. Outside, Covington. Now here's McLemore outside. And it's Denver with the rebound.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Covington into the lane. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets.
Get there.
Pass to House. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Here's Westbrook. Right side, Covington. Here's Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. It's House outside. The Rockets again can't hit.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Boy, it's a joy to see Jokic get the hot hand. A very efficient, multi-talented scorer. Knows how to dial it up a notch when he needs to.
Houston moving it around. The pass to House. From deep, McLemore. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Porter with it. Westbrook picks him up. Harris kicks to Barton. Now here's Porter. Here's Jokic. That one goes in. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And the dunk by Covington.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Porter passes to Jokic. Plumlee trying to break loose. And again, Jokic. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half. House dishes to Westbrook. Out to the right wing. McLemore, the pass to Carroll. to the left side wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Plumlee, and it's Jamal Murray in for Porter. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's James Harden in for McLemore. Covington dishes to House. He's looking for Tucker and finds him over Jokic, and he drops it in from the low post.
There you go, P.J. Tucker showing you he's reliable in the clutch.
Murray against Westbrook. Murray kicks to Millsap. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Houston. They lead by 1. House. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Murray outside. On the wing, Harris. Murray the pass to Jokic. A reverse, and it's good on the way in. Jokic has got 28.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Millsap's against Covington. Here is House to the middle. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. So it's the Rockets now. It's a 1-point game. It's the 3-point bomb.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And Jokic slams it in.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker. The deep 3 from Harden. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Stolen by Westbrook. And that's an intentional foul. The kick out to Westbrook. Harden outside. Launches a 3. Harden with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Houston now. Westbrook passes to Tucker. For 3. They get it again. The kick out to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
Offensive rebound. House the pass to Harden. For 3, Covington. And Jokic with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Passes it to Barton. Back to Millsap. Stolen by Harden. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A narrow win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Awesome, and like I said, I mean, all I do is win. Just like the Lakers in the finals, you know, this year, all I do is win. So I'm excited, though. I'm so happy you had me on the show.
I love it. Thanks so much, champ, and congrats for being the first one to take down this year's 2K TV Challenge.
Thank you for having me, LD.
Well, many of you have taken on the 2K TV Challenge and shared your wins with us over social. Here's a look at some of the more impressive ways you guys pulled it off.
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA on 2K.
Well, guys,
David, thanks. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Now Beal. James Harden missing on the 3. Yes, that goes in.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
Harden outside. Harden missing again.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Well, there's a purpose to Bryant's game. Play with energy, attack the basket, and give your teammates a good target on the lob pass.
House kicks it to Tucker. Houston moving the ball around. The Rockets again can't hit.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high-percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Bryant trying to free himself up. They get the rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Back to Harden. Lays it up off the glass.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Wizards have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Out pass to Bryant. Westbrook against Wall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside, Covington. Back to Harden. Wall with the steal. Here's Beal, and the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Harden. Back to Covington. Launches it. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beal, the pass to Bonga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now here's Beal. Outside Covington. A shot by Harden, wide open. Offline with his three.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Great timing by Hachimura. Alley-oops look easy. I mean, they are hard to get perfect.
Tucker finds Harden. Outside Covington. Looking to end the run. And James Harden, good for three. Harden's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wall dishes to Bryant. It's deflected.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
Here is House. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden, no good.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to send shots.
And Wall with the slam.
I love the chemistry Wall has with his teammates. He gets up on these alley-oops.
It's stolen by Bryant. Beal with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Beal kicks to Hachimura. Pass to Wall. To the inside. Covington with the steal. Westbrook passes to House. Back to Westbrook. And it's sent back by Bryant.
Oh, the timing and energy on display. Bryant positioning himself well and just slapping the ball back.
Back to Beal. On pass to Bryant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The three from Harden buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Wizards. They lead by... And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joy.
Being yourself, being...
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, Travis Berton's out there with Troy Brown. Then there's Peyton. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Smith in at the point. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Clock at 4. Green finds Carroll. Rivers in the corner. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Rivers has got his first points in this one.
Great situational awareness from Rivers, making sure to get a good shot off before the buzzer sounded.
Peyton passes to Brown. Smith scanning the floor. The pass to Mahinmi. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Mahimi's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the opening.
And a more traditional in-the-paint big for most of his career. Mahinmi has been working hard to evolve his game.
Yeah, he's trying to become more comfortable on the perimeter at both ends. I mean, he started shooting threes over the last couple of years just to keep the defense honest. And And defensively, he's done a much better job of closing out on jump shooters.
Nice shot by Smith.
The cleverness of Smith showing itself once again. Terrific at getting into the heart of the D and then cashing in.
Green kicks to Rivers. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another miss by Houston. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And he makes that one.
Well, at almost 7 feet, Wagner can really own the boards, grabs the rebound, and finishes the play strong.
Houston moving it around. Back to Carroll. In the corner, it's McLemore. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Wagner. In transition, here come the Wizards. Payton with the ball. Smith the pass to Wagner. Smith on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Ish has made a lot of stops along his way in his NBA career, but it's a credit to his fortitude that he continues to work and, more importantly, improve every year.
For the Wizards, Hachimura, he's checked in for Bertinus. Bradley Beal comes in for Troy Brown. And it's John Wall in for Payton. To the middle. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. And he lays it straight in. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, man, with a high percentage look for Westbrook, the more of these your offense can generate, the better.
Wall attacking. Westbrook with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. From outside, off the mark. Wizards leading by 15. Wagner with it. Now Chandler defending. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's House. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Wall passes to Wagner, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him. That's
the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. Wall with the steal. They're running. He lobs it up.
Wow. Smith is just an incredible distributor, a genuine floor leader. He knows where to dish the rock.
House, the pass to Chandler. Cloak loose. Outside, Covington. On the wing, Harden. Back to Westbrook. Down low. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss it.
Wall passes to Wagner. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Beal gets a wide open look. No good on the three. Harden scanning the floor. To the inside. Kicks it out to Covington. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Oh, I love that activity from Smith, using all his speed and length to...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Things were going Washington's way from the beginning. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together. And...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rockets trail by 15.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the three. And now here comes Wall leading the break. Pass to Hachimura. Outside, Beal. Just 5 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Here's Bunga. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Westbrook. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Westbrook's got the first field goal of the second half for the Rockets. Wall passes to Bryant. To the paint. Here's Hachimura. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Here's Tucker. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Here's Hachimura. Banked in off the glass. Hachimura's got his second bucket.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Harden finds Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Harden, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, they just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Rockets trail by 15. Here's Tucker. A good look from Harden. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 10 points for James Harden. Pass to Bunga. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Wall passes to Bunga. The kick out to Wall. 1:03 left to play here in the third, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Washington going with a whole new group here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
The Rockets with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Smith outside. Back to Bertans. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. Here's Bertans. No points in the game yet for him. No good on the quick 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now the feed to Green. Houston moving it around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Mahinmi finds Payton. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Up again, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mahinmi is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Ish Smith. Then there's Payton. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. That free throw good from Mahinmi. And here is Green. Carroll kicks to Rivers. Green left side. It's Rivers on the wing. Bertans defending, and that's a foul. It's called on Troy Brown. That's his first foul. Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Smith right side, right wing. Bertans against Carroll. Smith the pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Down low, it's deflected. Good work there as it goes.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Rockets trail by 18. It's stolen by Smith. Wagner kicks to Smith. The Rockets pull it in.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And the mentality that we're seeing from Carroll, even a spot-up guy needs to seize those opportunities.
Brown outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. They grabbed their own miss. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Gordon dishes to Green. And taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? Instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Green. It's Carroll on the wing. Corner shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Mahinmi finds Brown. Back to Mahinmi. Brown against Gordon. Mahinmi passes to Wagner. And the baseline jumper, no good. And it's Carroll with the ball for Houston. They trail by 16. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. McLemore dishes to Gordon. Rocket 6 to the middle. And he banks in the layup.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Washington leading now by 14. Brown drives in. Mahinmi down low, guarded by Green. Here's Wagner. 5 to shoot. Passes to Bertans. Three-pointer. A rebound by Jeff Green.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And good that time.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And there's the pass to Brown. Now, here's Bertans. Brown finds Wagner. Nice ball movement by Washington. Smith outside. Pass to Mahinmi. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Wizards.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
McLemore, the pass to Green. Mahinmi with it. Now Green defending. Here's the teardrop. Here's Pertinis. That one drops for him.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Back to McLemore. Kicks it to Rivers from deep. Rebounded by the Wizards. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Smith. Back to Bertans. Passes it to Wagner. Missed inside. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good competition. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
From YouTube, so Tico, it's a LeBron James double take, choosing the all-time Cavs and all-time LeBron James variations.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the champ.
Kevin, thank you. Houston now.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Young way outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility, one of the best values in the league as far as productivity. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Herter gets it to go.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Houston moving the ball around. Harden outside. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Lobbed up there for Collins. The kick out to Young. Collins passes to Young. In the corner. Herter with it. Trains the three-pointer. Herter's got his second bucket tonight.
Kevin's biggest selling point, the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Young from deep three-point range. Another 3 for Atlanta. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The 3 from Harden. Covington dishes to Harden. Covington passes to Tucker. Here is House. He kicks it to Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 6.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now, here is Young. Rebounded by Covington.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Harden. From deep. Rebounded by Capella.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And a deep 3 from Young. The offensive rebound. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. From deep. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Covington kicks to Harden. Right side, Covington. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Left block shot on the way. Covington's shot is off. The Hawks leading. And here's Young. It's good. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Shoots the three. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. And that one, good. Harden's got 10.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Harden, that's good.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young for the Rockets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Tucker finds Rivers. Back to Tucker. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Teague with a clean look. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. Rivers dishes to Green. Hits the jump hook.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Reddish out there with Jones. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Teague. And it's Bembry in at the 2 guard. Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. Offensive rebound. Pass to Reddish. The tray. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2. Carroll up top. Now here's McLemore outside. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Teague for 3. Now the pass to Reddish. Fires from deep. They get it back. Jones, the pass to Bembry. Beyond the arc. Walks for the new shot clock. Dedmon finds Teague. Atlanta again missing.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
The shot by House is no good. Hawks shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Carroll passes to Rivers. It's House outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but, boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old-school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
From downtown, passes it to Reddish. Kicks it to T. Here's the three. That one's not going to go.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Pass to Carroll. Houston moving it around. It's House outside. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Teague for 3. Rockets with the rebound.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
McLemore, the pass to Rivers. Now here's McLemore. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Green outside, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bembry. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And here comes House, leading the fast break. Back to Rivers. Pass to Carroll. Now McLemore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Dedmon throws it down.
How about Dwayne Dedmon? The ability at his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
The 19-foot shot. Bembry kicks to Jones. Outside Teague. Here's Reddish. They get it back. From outside the arc. Puts up a 3. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
A shot Cam can make. The D must respect his three-point shot.
Rivers passes to Green. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Bembry. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by House. Rockets trail by 5. It's Carroll on the wing. McLemore with the ball. It's Carroll on the wing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up an 8-point. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tuck. And it's House in at the small forward position. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. And a deep three from Young. Atlanta gets it back. There's the pass to Capella. There's the dish to Young. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Harden finds Covington for the lead. Collins grabs the miss. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. The lead is 2. Young way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got 14. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And here's Young from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Harden outside. Dishes it to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Harden. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Another miss by Young.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Back to Covington. He feeds it to Harden. It's stolen by Capella. Collins passes to Young. From deep. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Pass to Collins. Three-pointer. Again, Young missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Westbrook dishes to Harden for the lead. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside. Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Westbrook with the steal. Pull up Jay, and Houston again with the bucket.
And this is what makes Westbrook so unique. His ability to just take over possessions at a second's notice.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Young.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
That shot missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
On its way from Young for 2. Hunter the pass to Herter. Hawks passing it around. Sinks the triple. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Down low. Harden the pass to Tucker. Kicks it out to Harden. From deep three-point range. And the miss. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. to Bembry. Three-pointer on the way. Another three for Atlanta.
Just a great job there from Teague to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
From deep, Harden. The shot that time, not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Outside Teague. Fires the three. And no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Harden has a wide open look. Again, the miss by Harden.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Reddish. The three ball. To the paint. The kick out to Teague. From deep. The shot by Reddish, no good.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Harden, that's good.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for their entire team.
Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He said he just wants them to play faster. He feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
And here's Young from the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to McLemore. Here's Harden on the wing. And the pass to McLemore. In the corner, Harden. McLemore dishes to Harden. 5 on the clock. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
The Hawks leading, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Young. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Now here's Harden. With the shot. Tucker finds Harden. To the inside. Passes it to McLemore. On the wing, Harden. There's the three. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Young. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Covington's got his 6th rebound on the night. And a deep three from Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Harden, no good.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
So the wing on the left. To the middle. Stolen by Tucker. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Houston moving it around. He dishes it to Harden. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. On its way from Young for 2. Capella kicks to Hunter. And here's Young from the arc. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Young's shot is good.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Back to Harden. Trying to end the drought. It drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Young way outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Tucker. Pass to Young. From deep three-point range. That shot off. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the build. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
because I did the same. The strategy was clear. Score on all dunks and layups and leave nothing to chance. Every drive had power, grace, and an inspiration.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Covington. Pass to Tucker. That shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Kicks it out to Covington. Outside Westbrook. "11 feet away. Jokic grabs the miss. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Millsap passes to Jokic. Out to Harris. Back to Jokic. Passes it to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap trying to get open. Jokic with the bucket.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
Pass to Tucker. Harden outside. Back to Tucker. Covington against Millsap. Covington passes to Tucker. Houston needs to get a shot off. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now, here's Jokic.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Houston moving the ball around. Covington against Jokic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
Barton passes to Millsap. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Tucker in the corner. Harden. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Barton. Covington with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. House the pass to Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just have to stay down on any kind of pump fake. Once Jokic got him up in the air, he had him.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig He's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Now here's McLemore. Green finds Rivers. Back to Green. Over Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. 1:09 left in the first. Right side, Porter. To the paint. He's looking for Carroll and finds him. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Passes to Gordon. It's stolen by Morris. No good from Grant.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Back to McLemore. The 15-footer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Here's Porter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
The pass to Gordon. Inside. Carroll kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to McLemore. 3 seconds left. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
the mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. Now here's Rivers. Green kicks to Rivers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Morris passes to Craig. Stolen by Rivers. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Oh man. Caution.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that man. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now, here's Green. Back to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. McLemore, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Here's Plumlee. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. His three-pointers off the mark. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Porter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Green. Gordon dishes to Green. And here's Carroll. Pass to McLemore. Clock at 6. Down low. Nuggets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Grant the pass to Plumlee. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And McLemore kicks to Gordon. Back to McLemore. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Grant. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Green, the pass to McLemore. That's tipped. The Nuggets, another fast break chance right here. Grant, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rockets with the rebound. It's Rivers on the wing. Covered by Morris. Porter looking it over. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. No good, unable to end this run. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Grant kicks to Craig. Back to Grant. And that one is off. And the Rockets take it the other way.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
15 seconds left in the first half. Morris passes to Craig. Back to Porter. And again, Denver, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that'll about do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward position. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Millsap passes it to Jokic. The shot from the low post is good. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Harden dishes to Tucker. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Tucker. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Harris with the ball. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton. You could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everybody.
Denver leading by 9. Murray outside. Millsap finds Barton. Millsap up top. Now Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner, at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Harden kicks to House. Can they get it? And it's sent back by Jokic. To the inside. Murray, no good. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Rockets trail by 12. Here's Westbrook. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's just fearless and unafraid to go up into the traffic of the defense. Westbrook takes it right to the bucket, and a well-deserved trip to the line.
Here's Covington. Misses in close.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game. To the paint, stolen by Tucker.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there, ready to pick it off.
Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris outside. Back to Murray. For the 3.
Give him a little credit. It takes some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. House. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
This is his first chance at the line tonight for the Rockets. Ben McLemore comes in for Robert Covington. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Denver also making some changes. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 this quarter.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's McLemore. Denver getting their last shot to go. To the middle, just 5 on the clock. Porter with the steal, and here they come. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from McLemore.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And it's good for 2.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Here's Tucker. Second shot opportunity. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tucker's got 8 points.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
The kick out to Porter. Now the pass to Jokic. From 8. Again, the Nuggets score.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Denver on top, up 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Plumlee out there with Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray. Easily going into the contact and earning the whistle.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
5 to shoot. Covington passes to Tucker. Over Jokic. Up top, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Westbrook. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Denver leading by 11. Pass to Harris. Inside. Stolen by Westbrook. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Tucker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Outside, Covington. Back to Westbrook. Jokic with the steal. Barton finds Harris. The shot's good. Harris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Gordon. Pass to Harden. And so Houston again turning it over. Paul Millsap is checked in for Porter. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Westbrook passes to Covington. Harden outside. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Kicks to Tucker. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Harden on the wing. Over Harris. And it's off the back rim. No good. Denver leading by 13. Here's Barton. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And that's the explosive speed once again from Barton. Blew past the D on the drive to the rim.
Daniel House has checked in for Eric Gordon. That free throw good from Barton. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with that. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Millsap. And Jokic slams it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Denver.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Bahamute comes in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. First free throw is good. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Houston. And Morris drops them both. The Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Got a hand on it. Millsap attacking. And Bahamute pulls it in. Sefolosha kicks to McLemore. The Rockets with another miss. And here's Denver. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And the first one drops. And Bahamute drops them both. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Vonleh. Count that bucket.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
And so it's Houston with it. Here's Sefolosha. Here's McLemore. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This crowd was... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
an inspiring sense of greatness.
Game time. Awesome, guys. That was the NBA 2K TV challenge.
It's almost unfair.
An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline. And we've got time for...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the small forward. Now here's Wall. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by Tucker. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here is House. Out to the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 3. Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Well, you've got to credit the defense of Bradley Beal. Breaks it up defensively, gets out in transition. Nice.
Pass to Tucker. Got a piece of it. Right side Wall. The shot by Beal, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Harden. Just 5 on the clock. That one a little long. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bonga, the pass to Hachimura. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Westbrook leading the charge.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Harden surveying the D. To the left wing. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Beal. They now take the lead.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Passes it to Bryant. To the left side wing. Hachimura, the pass to Bryant. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Houston in the lead. The kick out to Westbrook, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Houston making a switch. Gordon's checked in, and a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Pass to Beal. Brown dishes to Mahimi. The Wizards working the ball around now. Smith outside. Back to Bertans. Covington with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden kicks to Westbrook. There's the pass to Tucker. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden the pass to Gordon. And taken away by Brown. Here's Smith. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass.
Gordon finds Westbrook. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Urchinus makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
To the paint, here's Beal. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
Harden kicks to Covington. Back to Harden. Right side, Covington releases. Harden's shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the basket is good.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Rockets trail by 4. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Harden on the wing. It's stolen by Bertans. And finished off by Beal.
Yeah, it matters not half court or in transition. Bradley Beal always a threat.
Harden outside. Back to Gordon. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Beal. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Bradley Beal.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive effort makes his coaches and teammates proud.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Brown. Smith is out there with Payton. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Wagner in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Now, here's Wagner. Out to Smith. From past the arc. The rebound by Jeff Green. Rockets trail by 8. Pass to Carroll. And here's McLemore. In the corner, it's Gordon. Carroll dishes to McLemore. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Brown against Carroll. Brown the pass to Bertans. And finished off by Bertans.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Gordon. And the 3 off target. Here's Payton. And Payton throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. It's stolen by Bertans. Payton gets the bucket. Payton's got his second basket of the game.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now. Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Back to McLemore. Here's Gordon. And just miss after miss right now.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Payton, and Payton throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Smith after Jeff Green's bucket. Brown kicks to Payton. Back to Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Daniel House has checked in for Houston. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. From the arc, the Rockets again can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Bryant. Payton's got 14 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the first one at the line is good. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. James Harden comes in for DeMar Carroll. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. And here are the Wizards now. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Here's Payton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Robert Covington's checked in for Ben McLemore. Harden outside. 56 seconds left here in the second. Covington passes to House. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. 4-3, Westbrook. That shot, no good. Wizards leading by 23. Payton kicks to Wall. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Bryant out to Payton to the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Covington finds Westbrook. Houston moving the ball around. Covington into the lane. He doesn't hit that one. Payton with some nice D. Here's Washington. They're on a 19-4 run right now. Wall passes to Bryant. Second chance shot. Lays it up off the glass.
Absolutely love the energy that Thomas Bryant brings nightly. He earns his rebounds.
It's deflected, and so it's the Washington Wizards holding a very... Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are and that's a...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's not just about the passer. As the recipient of that alley-oop, you've got to have timing and anticipation. Yes, sir, Rui Hachimura.
Now, here is Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's House, and it's sent back by Bryant.
Boy, you'd love to see more of this from Thomas Bryant. He has the length necessary to send shots back.
Here's Bunga. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
And what Brian has been showing more and more of is the ability to read the floor and make good decisions.
Right, Greg. This is a very smart guy who dominated in high school and college just because of his size. He overwhelmed opponents. Now we're seeing him pass out of double teams. Shot selection is better. Timing and pick and roll is now superb. This guy has really grown.
Beal taking his time here. From outside, off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Now here is Hachimura. Outside, Beal. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and Washington making a change here. For Houston, they've gone a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Tucker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
Houston making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. McLemore has come in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Ish Smith comes in for John Wall.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Back to Green. Rebound by Mahinmi.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Passes it to Wagner. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. And another miss by Washington. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Back to Gordon. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
The Rockets making a switch here. Carroll's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Berton is checked in. Wizards leading by 23. Smith outside. On the wing, Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Now here's Green. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In the corner, Smith with it. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Smith with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the basket by Gordon.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's Brown. After Eric Gordon's bucket, Brown finds Smith. Back to Brown. The 3 from Bertans. The Wizards with another miss. The Rockets really having a tough go here. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Austin Rivers. And a switcher also for Washington. John Wall's checked in for Mo Wagner. Now here is Smith. Out left to the wing. And it's Wall in the corner. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer up again. It's good on the putback.
You do not have to be a gifted scorer. Jan Mahimi willing to create offense, working hard on the offensive window.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. And so it's Washington holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Wizards 5 right now. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Troy Brown is out there with Wall, and it's Bryant in at the 5.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Daniel House has checked in for the Rockets. The Wizards also changing it up. Bonga's checked in, and Beal's subbed in for Brown. The shot by Beal, no good.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
All with it, out to the right wing. Wizards passing it around. And a deep three from Beal. The Wizards with another miss.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Kicks it out to Covington. Outside Westbrook. Feeds to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Tucker's got 4 points now in the quarter. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, was to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Tucker finds Westbrook. Here is House. He's covered by Hachimura. The shot by House is no good. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Wizards lead by 19.
Well, this is what you love about Bradley Beal. He doesn't have to dominate the basketball. Just get him a shot in the flow of the offense.
Pass to House. The 3. Kicks it out to Harden. Over to the left wing. Goes up again. And the layup good by Covington.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
To the wing right side. Bonga, the pass to Hachimura. Here is Wall. And it's Beal in the corner. That doesn't go either for Beal. Rockets trail by 17. Harden dishes to Covington. Here's House. The kick out to Westbrook. Outside Covington. The pass to Tucker. In the corner. Harden, 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit from the corner. Wizards leading by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Washington.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
Covington passes to Tucker. The kick out to Westbrook. The three. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. .52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Napier. Outside Bryant from deep. And again, Washington no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there it is for him.
There's a guy who knows how to absorb contact and still maintain control. Chandler able to finish what he started.
Grant outside. On the wing, Brown. For 3. Rockets with the rebound. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Bahamute the pass to Rivers. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant. Trying to get something going. That shot off the mark. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg.